Hey Kipsters, it's me, Miss Suranovic. I am so sad we can't be together at school, but I think you are going to be excited about what I have for you today. We are going to read a book that you might remember from the beginning of the year called Jabari Jumps. Your turn, it's called. Good. Jabari Jumps. And this book is written by Gaia Cornwall. She's the author and the illustrator. Now, before we read this story, I have to tell you a story of my own. So when I was little, I had a bike with training wheels, and I was so good at riding that bike with training wheels. I would ride up and down the street all day long, and my training wheels were just the best. But then one day, my dad told me that it was time to take off those training wheels and that I had to learn how to ride a bike all by myself. And you know what, guys? I was feeling pretty nervous and scared. And I was like, what if I fall? What if I can't balance without my training wheels? What will I do? And you know what? My dad told me, you know what, Miss Suranovic? You just have to be brave. I was like, brave? What does that mean? I've never heard that word before. Does anyone out there know what it means to be brave? What does it mean to be brave? Brave. Oh yeah, to be brave means that you still try something even if you're nervous or scared. It means that you are feeling or displaying no fear. Say, I can be brave. Put your hands on your hips like this and say, brave, your turn. Now the book today is gonna tell us all about this little boy named Jabari. And I want you to think whether or not he's being brave in the story. When we read this book, we're going to read about Jabari, who wants to jump off the diving board. This is the diving board right here. Touch your nose if you've ever jumped off a diving board. Ooh, a lot of you have. A diving board is a board at the pool that people jump off of to get in the pool. Sometimes diving boards can be low to the ground or they can be high up off the ground. Now we're going to read to find out what happens when Jabari wants to jump off the diving board. And you have a very special job when we're reading the story today. Your job is to think about how does Jabari change in the story. So something's going to happen to him first. Something's going to happen to him next in the middle, and then at the end, something is going to happen. And we're going to look at what he does and how he feels to figure out how he changed. Now, to remember the word change, I put my hands up like this, and I flip them, and I say, change, your turn, change, your turn. When we read the story today, we're going to look for and listen for how Jabari changes, Okay, I think you are ready. The title of this book is Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. Jabari Jumps. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary. But Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Wait a second, how does Jabari feel about jumping off the diving board? Think about what he said and how he's feeling. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. How does he feel about jumping off that diving board? Yeah, he doesn't feel scared. He might feel happy and he might feel excited. Okay, think about how he's feeling. I wonder what is going to happen next. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood at the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, and then they dove down. Splash! Looks easy, said Jabari. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Kipsters, look at that diving board. What do you notice about the diving board? What do you notice? Yeah, it's really high up off the ground. As Jabari is standing there with Dad, looking at the other kids jump off the diving board. Who remembers what he did to his dad's hand? What did he do? Oh yeah, he squeezed his dad's hand. Now, I wonder, why do you think Jabari squeezed his dad's hand when they were looking at the girl jumping off the diving board? Why do you think he did that? You might be onto something. Jabari might be looking at that diving board and he might start to feel a little nervous or scared when he sees it. So he squeezes dad's hand. So he's feeling a little scared. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari kind of seems like he is stalling. Like he might not want to go up that diving board. Jabari started to climb up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. So here he comes. He's climbing back down the ladder. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. Oh, I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. How is Jabari feeling about jumping off the diving board now? Think about it, friends. He climbed down. He did his stretches. He's telling his dad, maybe tomorrow will be a better day. How do you think he's feeling now? Is he feeling excited and happy about the diving board? No, right? Jabari's starting to feel, he's starting to feel nervous or scared. Okay, so in the beginning, Jabari felt very excited, right? And then in the middle, was he excited anymore? No, not so excited. He started to get nervous. So think about this for a second, my friends. We're thinking about, how does Jabari change? How does he? Good. And I want you to keep thinking. Change means not the same. So think about, how is he changing in the story? Okay, let's keep reading to find out what he does. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and I tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Ooh, Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Kipsters, Jabari takes deep breaths just like us. Okay, put your hands on your tummy really quick. Let's take a big deep breath together. Breathe in and out. One more big happy breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, good. Let's see if taking a deep breath helps Jabari just like it helps Kipsters. Jabari looked up and he began to climb. Up and up and up. Until he got to the top, Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. Oh my gosh, what is that? His toes curled around the edge. Look, Jabari is here. He's looking down at the swimming pool. He's very high up on that diving board and he can see some people sitting on the edge and swimming. He can see the umbrellas. He's looking down at what he's about to jump into. How is he feeling now? Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. Okay, Kipsters, this is the big moment. I want you to make a prediction. Say prediction. A prediction is when you think about what is going to happen next in the story. All right, so Jabari's at the edge of this diving board. His toes are curled around the edge. He's looking down at that swimming pool. He took a deep breath. He said he's ready. So what do you predict he will do next? All right, do you think he will climb back down, or do you think he will jump off the diving board? We're going to do shake, shake, show. We're going to do, if you think number 1, he's going to jump, he's going to dive, climb back down the ladder, put a 1 up. If you think he's going to jump off the diving board, put a 2 up. First you shake, ready? Shake, shake, show. Some of you think he's going to climb down, and some of you think he's going to jump. Okay, let's see. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Ooh, go Jabari. Down, down, down he went. Then back up. Whoosh! Friends, how is Jabari feeling now? Look at that face. Look at what he did. Think about how he's feeling about jumping off that diving board. Okay, when you know, put your light bulb up. Look at all those light bulbs. How is Jabari feeling? Whisper it into your hand. Oh my goodness, you are right. Jabari is feeling happy and excited that he jumped off that diving board. I can see a big smile on his face when he got into that water. Oh, is he scared anymore? No, he's not. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. Oh, I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. Ooh, Jabari. Oh, he was so brave. Okay, so now we have to think about the job from the beginning. How does Jabari change? Think about in the very beginning of the story first. How was Jabari feeling about that diving board? How was he feeling? How was he feeling in the beginning? He was feeling excited. I'm going to draw a picture of Jabari feeling excited in the first box. There's Jabari. He's feeling excited to jump off that diving board. Okay, now, we know that he wasn't feeling excited the whole time, right? In the story, he did some changing. Okay, so first Jabari was excited to jump off that diving board. What happened next in the middle of the story? I'm going to find it in the book because I know good readers, they look for evidence in the story to help them answer questions. Okay, look at the middle of the book. How was Jabari feeling on these pages about jumping off the diving board? Think, think, think. You got it. He was feeling scared or nervous. I'm going to draw a picture of Jabari's face in the next box and show you how he changed. Good. Uh-oh, guys. Jabari went from feeling excited and happy about jumping off the diving board to feeling scared and nervous. All right, but now we're not done because the story didn't end this way. At the end of the book, Jabari did some more changing. He did some changing. So I'm a good reader. I know. I got to go back in this book to figure out what happened at the end and how he felt. Look at that sweet boy's face. At the end of the story, how did he feel, everybody? Yeah, he felt so happy and excited again. Oh, Jabari did a lot of changing in this book. I'm going to make that smile even bigger because after he jumped in the water, he was so excited. So let's think one more time. How does Jabari change in the story? I'm going to put my pointer up, and I want you to tell someone in the room, tell yourself, tell your brain, tell your favorite stuffed animal, how did Jabari change? Okay, get ready. Say, first he felt good. Next, Jabari felt, he felt nervous or scared. Make a nervous face. Last, Last, Jabari felt different again. Say, last he felt. Yeah, he felt happy because he went in that water and jumped off the diving board. So think about my story at the beginning when I was super nervous about getting my training wheels off my bike. My dad told me I had to be brave. Yes. Do you think Jabari was brave at the end of the book? Yeah, he was, because he did this even though he was feeling nervous and scared. Okay, I have one more question for you before we are all done. We have been talking in our classrooms about a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is when you tell yourself, I can't do it. A growth mindset is when you keep trying and you don't give up. Did Jabari have a fixed mindset where he said, I can't do it, and he didn't try? Or did he have a growth mindset, and did he not give up? Show me with your arms. Fixed mindset or growth mindset? Ready, set, go. Yeah, Jabari had a growth mindset because even when it was hard and scary, he kept trying. Kipsters, thank you so much for spending some time reading this book with me. I can't wait to see you later.